Here we are in web UI. Yesterday I gave introduction to the UI topic. What is UI? Here, what is UI? What is the use of UI? And what all the topics involved in that? Like that, I discussed here basic introduction part of our UI programming. Here, UI, here it is a user interface. We can create user interactive page by learning these all topics. Okay. Yes, please mute. Here web UI, here it is a user interface, user interactive page. We can learn by learning these all topics. User interface, we can learn HTML 4 and 5. Second topic CSS 2 and 3. Third topic JavaScript. Here fourth one jQuery. Here fifth one Ajax. Here sixth one responsive design. Then seventh one will be bootstrap. Here eighth one will be less and SAS. Ninth one is project. Here 10th one is here exam. So like this I'll conduct my class. So Monday to Friday I'll take topic sessions. Saturdays, so one Saturday I'll take project session. One Saturday I'll conduct exam. Exam here 25 questions, 25 multiple choice questions I'll give you. So you can check your answers once I upload that answer sheet. Okay, so this way generally I'll continue my classes, and everyday class I'll upload it in OneDrive. This drive is already created for your batch, October 6 a.m. Folder. This is one Gmail drive. In this, everyday recording, demo recordings, class recordings, everything I'm uploading here. Everything I'm uploading here. All demos and all class recordings, everything I'm uploading in this drive. Okay. Here programs. How many programs I'll take? Those many programs I'll upload here. And paint file. Here paint file. Yeah. How many classes I have conducted? All classes paint files I'll upload here. This will be shared with the students, and document, every topic related document I'll upload here. So this way I'll continue my class. Okay, recordings, programs, paint file, docs. So like this I'll upload all my class files. Now here user interface, UI, here it is a user interface, user interactive page. We can create it by learning these all list of topics. Those are here HTML 4 and 5, CSS 2 and 3, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax. Like this we have all our topics. Okay, so in this time these all topics whatever I'm explaining here, these all generally I'll cover here. These all topics generally I'll cover in our UI programming. In this UI programming, first we'll learn about what is UI. UI, here it is when you enter any URL in the browser. Suppose if I enter www.google.com or facebook.com or twitter.com, any URL, if you enter it in browser, whatever web page you can see, that is what here UI page. Whatever web page you can see here, that is what we call it as UI page. This UI page, whatever you want to search here, suppose if I want to search for toys here, that search, once you click on search option, you will get immediately results of all the toys. Amazon toys, Flipkart toys, all the links you will get it here within few seconds. Within few seconds you will get it here. These all results. This results you will get it here because of server programming and because of database. If you are searching anything in the Google, that input will reach to server. Server will connect to database. So database will give you resultant page for us. So search input will reach to server. Server connected to database. Database it will back here. Search is going to server. Server will connect to database. Database will back it input to server. Server will give you resultant page for us. This type of interactions you can observe here in every front-end programming. In every front-end programming, you can see that this type of interactions. This type of interactions you can observe here in every server programming. UI here it is a user interface. We can create user interactive page by learning these all topics. And this UI page here, whenever you enter any URL in the browser, whatever web page you can see, that is what here UI page. This is what database. Here database. Databases are here MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB. Like this, you can find it here all the data. All the data you can find it like this. 31st October at 6 a.m. Here all the data whatever we have that you can submit, and after submitting your data you will redirect to server. Server will give you resultant page. See here, if I am searching anything in the Google, immediately I'll get my output. Here I am searching for toys. See, within few seconds of time I'm getting here Amazon toy, Flipkart toys. Here all the toys information I can get it. See here, I can see that all the toys information, gifts and all kids information. See, everything I can get it here because of this. Here, because of this toys information. So this way we can execute our program. So whenever we search for our input, that will go to the server. Server will give you resultant page for us. So every time search input will reach to server. Server connected to database. Database back to server. Server will give you resultant page for us. This type of interactions you can observe in every server programming. In every server programming, you can find it here. These all results. Next one, here in this we are going to find it for searching of input, and we are able to get that search result. In this time, this page is our front end page. This resultant page is also our UI page. This is one UI page. This is also one UI page. UI here it is user interactive page. This UI pages will get the, it may be resultant page of that server and database. It may be a front end page. So basic front end page. Anyway, whatever you can see through browser, that is what UI. Here, if you check any web page, this is one resultant page or a Google page, Google starting page. Anyone, if you right click and inspect element here, see here, you can see some code related to HTML. See here, doc type, HTML, hand and body. Doc type, HTML, hand and body. You can see for any HTML page. For any HTML page, you can see that here, doc type, HTML, hand and body. This is the standard code for any HTML page. This is the standard code for any HTML page. If you right click and inspect element on any web page, you can see that the standard code for our HTML page will be like this. HTML start and close, and head start and close, and body start and close. Here HTML is a completely tag based programming. Tag is here instruction to the browser. Okay, here tags are here, it's an instruction to the browser. We can give our instruction to the browser in the form of tags. These tags are here, HTML tag, head tag, body tag, like that we have all the list of tags. Here doc type HTML head and body is the standard code for our HTML page. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code for the HTML page. Doc type, here it is a document type. Head tag is used to write our header information. Body tag is used to write body part of our HTML page. Okay. Here head tag, generally we use it for writing our CSS code, JavaScript code. Here JavaScript code, and here jQuery code, Bootstrap code, like this. Remaining all, most of them will write it inside the head section, etc., etc. Here inside the body we can write it here. Inside this body we can write it here. Inside the head we are writing these all codes, and inside the body we can write it here. Inside the body we are writing here HTML tags. All HTML tags we will learn inside the body. Inside the body, generally we'll write it here. All the tags, whatever we want, those all tags generally we'll write it here inside the body tag. So this way generally we'll write our HTML tags. HTML tags, we'll write it here for our HTML page. Here we are going to write our HTML tags will be like this. Here I'm writing HTML tags here. Under this HTML doc type HTML head and body, generally we'll write it for our HTML page. Okay, any HTML page follows the structure, and inside the head we can write CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax, all the code. Inside the body we write HTML tags. See here, I'll show you one application like Facebook. Facebook is one URL. See, if you submit your application form, see this is one create account page. Observe here, loading.php. Loading.php. So this programming is using this after submitting of this login form of create account form of this Facebook. After submitting it, you will redirect to one server programming, that is PHP. So we are redirecting our server programming here, that is PHP. So here, this is our server programming. Here UI page always connected to server. Here, this is our UI structure. It always connect here with the server program. So loading.php, this is one name value pair something it is showing here. This is one web page example for UI connecting with a, here this is one example for UI is connecting with a PHP. PHP will connect with database. This type of output you can see here in every program. In every server programming, you can see this type of output. Okay, here this type of output you can see in every server programming. This is the way we can execute our code. Okay, here in this time I'm able to write that here I'm able to write that input, whatever input field we have, that input field we can submit to our application form. So once you submit your application form, it will redirect to server. See here, you can check one more application, Oracle create account page. Here Oracle create account. See, you can find it here, one JSP page. See here, JSP, just like Facebook only, but it is a different application form. That input fields are different. This URL is, here it is Java URL, Java page. But if you right click and inspect element, behind this you can see that code here. That code is related to HTML head and body. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code for any HTML page. For any HTML page, this is the standard code. And here, if you submit this application form, you will redirect to server. That server is our Java page. From this URL, you can understand UI page is interacting with the server page. That server page is here, our Java page. Here UI page is interacting with the server page here. That server page is here Java URL. So every web page is connecting with common here UI. It is connecting with a JSP page. Here that is Java URL. It will connect with any database. Databases are MySQL, MongoDB, Sybase, any database we can connect. Okay, here UI page always connect with the server, server connect with database. So this way you can find it here, all the inputs, all the input fields, you can find it like this. Okay, here this is the way we can execute our programming. This is an example for basic UI. UI here it is user interface. It always connect with the server, server connect with database. These all interactions you can observe here in every server programming. Here UI part, whatever we are learning here, this is our UI. In this you will get all your inputs will be like this. Next one, here UI page is interacting with the server, server interacting with database. These all interactions you can observe here in every server programming. Next one, here UI page is interacting with a server programming. So this time you can understand like this. Here now you can see that here UI, here it is a user interface. In this user interface, you can find it here, that input field, whatever we have here, that input field always connect with the server. So first we have to create that input elements. These input elements generally will write it in the HTML. So every HTML page is completely a tag based programming. In demonstration time, generally I'll cover all the tags, whatever we have, all the topics, whatever we have, I'm going to cover in our course. Those all topics, basic introduction, I'll explain in the first 2 days of sessions. After that, tomorrow onwards, I'll give you how to install, how to configure Visual Studio Code in our system, how to write our first program. Like that, I'll continue remaining. Every day, I'll continue on the remaining topics of our course. So like that, I'll continue. We are learning here web UI. UI here it is a user interface. To create that user interactive page, we are learning all these topics. Okay, this way generally I'll cover all my topics. Here HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag based programming. Here hypertext markup language. And everyday notes you will get it here. Am I audible, all of you? Yes, type please. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Santosh and Ishan. Krish. Here, HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag-based programming. Tag is here instruction to the browser. Okay, instructions. Here, HTML is completely a tag-based programming. Tag is here instruction. If you are writing any programming, that programming instructions we have to follow. Instruction to the browser, we call it as tags. These tags will write it here, tag name start, tag name close, like this we can write. So this is what here tag based programming. Here any HTML page standard code here, it is completely tags, and the standard code for any HTML page will be here doc type, HTML, HTML start and close. Here starting tag, ending tag of HTML. And here only we have head tag, head start and close, and body start and close. Okay, header tag is used to write our header information. Body tag is used to write body part of our application. Generally, any HTML page, you can save it anywhere in your system. You can save with the name of any name.html. You can run your program. Here, normally you can write it in Notepad. Here, Notepad, and you can execute it by browser. This is possible. But present days we are using IDE. IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development. This is for developing our application. Development Environment. Okay, Integrated Development Environment is IDE. So with this IDE, we can develop our application. Okay, with this IDE only, we can develop our application. Integrated Development Environment is our IDE. So with this IDE, we can develop our output. Okay, here IDE is an integrated development environment. With that, we can develop our applications. Here in this time, this IDE here, we are widely used one is Visual Studio Code. You can use Atom, NetBeans, like that. You can use any one IDE. But here, presently we are using IDE here, one of the IDE here, that is Integrated Development Environment, that is Visual Studio Code. Present market is using this IDE. Here, widely used IDE here, Integrated Development Environment, widely used one is here, Visual Studio Code. Or you can install Atom, Bracket, NetBeans, Dreamweaver, Eclipse, IntelliJ, any IDE you can use it. Here we are using Visual Studio Code to write our programs. Okay, so next one here, Visual Studio Code, generally we use it here for developing our IDE. IDE we can develop it like this. Next one here, we can develop our applications by IDE. IDEs are Integrated Development Environment. Next, under this IDE, we can develop our output. So here in this time, whatever IDE I'm using here, with that IDE, we can develop our application. So this time you can see that here, you can write your programs. First, installation configuration of that IDE, I'll explain to you. Visual Studio Code, I'll explain to you in tomorrow session. So as of now, I'm continuing on each topic introduction. Basic introduction to each topic I'm explaining today. Okay, here first from the beginning we discussed what is UI. What is the use of UI? What is UI? We discussed till now. Next, we are learning here UI. Here it is user interface. This always interact with the server. Server will always interact with database. With that, you will get resultant page for us. That is also one UI page. Okay. Here, this UI structure, whatever we have here, that always connect with the server. Server connect with database. These all interactions you can observe here in every server programming. Okay, so front end always connect with server, server connect with the database, database back to UI. So this type of interactions you can observe in every server programming. Okay, here now I'm going for here it is one server programming. We are developing our application with this server. Next one here, UI page is a user interface. It is interacting with a server page. With that, we can develop our application. Next one here, what is the use of HTML? If you check any URL, Facebook, Twitter, any web page, for few web pages only, you can see that server programming. Here in this Facebook, you can see here login loading.php. So after submitting your PHP page, it is redirecting to your, after submitting your Facebook page, it is redirecting to PHP location. After submission of your Oracle Create account, it is redirecting to JSP page. This type of interactions you can observe here in every UI page. In every UI page, you can observe here this type of interactions. Every time UI page will connect with the server, server connected to database. This type of interactions you can observe in every server programming. HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag based program. Tags are here instruction to the browser. Here tags are here, instruction to the browser. We can give instruction to the browser in the form of tags. These tags are here, head tag, body tag, like that, just before I explained. Head tag, body tag, like that, you can use it here, all your tags. Okay, here in this HTML page, in this head section, generally we'll write CSS code. In this head section, generally we'll write it our CSS code. CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. Cascading means the naming here for writing style part. Here, cascading style sheet. Okay, cascading style sheet, we call it as here styles. Style sheet. Cascading style sheet is CSS. If you are creating one.css, so that's in that CSS, you will write your all background colors, borders, all related to this. We generally write it CSS. Here you can write background color. Here you can write border and that color and text related colors and font related colors, all font families, etc. You will write it under CSS. Under CSS only we'll write all these topics. Here under the CSS only generally we'll write all our topics like this. Here we are going to write cascading style sheet here. That is what here CSS. Because of CSS we will write our HTML coding like this. Okay, HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag based programming. Tags are here, instruction to the browser. Okay, so inside the head section, head is also one tag. Inside the head we'll write our CSS code. Okay, CSS code generally we'll write it inside the head. Inside this body we'll write some code that is totally related to HTML tags. Okay, so if you write CSS, check it. See, this is one Oracle create account page. This is with along with HTML and CSS, JavaScript, all codings we are using. So if you check it here, you can see that all proper alignment, colors, everything you can check it. Here, see here, background image, border with radius, background color, here sign in form, here heading, small size heading, and all input boxes. Like this, you can find it here, all your boxes. So once you submit your application form, suppose if you are submitting this application form, once you click on submit button, your data will be redirected to server. Your data will be redirected to server program. That server program, here it is. Here, that server program, whatever we have here, that server program, here it is, our Java program. If you submit here, you will redirect it to server program. Just remove the head section for this application. See here, I'm removing header part. See, output is coming like this. Means here, whatever application you are showing here, this application will give you output like this. So whatever application we have here, that it will give you output like this. So this time you can understand here how the application will be displayed. Here in our UI page, how the application will be displayed, you can see like this. Here every time UI page, UI here it is user interface. This user interactive page we can create it by learning all these topics. Okay, here UI here it is a user interface, user interactive page we can create it by learning this list of all topics will be like this. Okay, so this is what here UI here it is a user interface. You can create that user interactive page by learning these all list of topics. Okay, so here CSS, if I don't write it, only HTML output will come like this. If you don't write CSS, only HTML if you use it, output is coming like this. Suppose if you remove the body part, so just delete the body. See, I cannot see anything in this output. So head tag is writing CSS, Body tag, in that we are writing HTML tags. Okay, HTML tags we are writing here, body tag, in the body tag, and head tag we are writing all CSS code. This way generally we'll write our CSS and HTML. Next we can write it here, JavaScript. JavaScript code also we will write it inside the head. Inside the head section only generally we'll write our JavaScript code. So what is the real usage of JavaScript? That you can find it here, JavaScript. Under this JavaScript you can find it here, because of the script tag. Here we are writing here JavaScript code. Because of the script tag you can write your script code here. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. It mainly creates content of a here functionality of a web page. Functionalities here. Here functionality of web page we can create it using JavaScript. Using JavaScript only we'll write our functionality. Here functionalities are here. That script whatever we are using here, with that we can develop our JavaScript code. So in that script generally we'll write our JavaScript code. Here under the script tag only, here whatever script we have, with that script only we'll write our code. Here script gives you functionality to our web page. Check it. See, if I refresh it, all will back. See, all are displaying. Now, if I submit my application form without any data, if I submit it, I'm getting error messages. See, I'm getting error messages. Email required, password required, retype password required. These are all by JavaScript. Because of JavaScript only, you are getting these all response. These all error messages. So functionalities, cookies, local storages, validations, all you will learn it under JavaScript. Under JavaScript only you will learn all the code. Validations, cookies, local storages, session storages. Here itself we can learn here validations, cookie, local storages, session storages. Here etc. You will learn object oriented programming concept. All will learn it under this JavaScript. Here JavaScript adds functionality to our web page. That functionality we can add it like this. Inside this head section only we will write one more code, that is jQuery. Here because of this jQuery, here itself we can add it one more code, that is jQuery. jQuery here it is a external library of JavaScript. External library of JavaScript we call it as jQuery. So under this jQuery, here you can download jQuery present version 3.7.1.js. You can download jQuery cycle.js and use in our project. You can download jQuery here validation.js. Like this, etc. All you will learn it under this jQuery. Under this jQuery only you can learn all these topics. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. With that we can develop our application. Here JavaScript adds functionality to our web page. CSS. Here CSS cascading style sheet. JavaScript adds functionality to our web page. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript is a jQuery. Okay, check it how the jQuery output will come. Here if you search it, jQuery cycle. Just if you search it for jQuery cycle.js, see here, shuffle, zoom, fade, these all direct implementations. Direct implementations, if you add jQuery cycle, you can create different effects of slideshow of images. In every website, homepage mostly will show you slideshow of images. That slideshow of images, whatever effect you wanted, that effect we can show to the user by this type of jQuery. Okay, this is scroll right, curtain X, turn down, fading effect, zooming effect, shuffling effect, all you can create it. Here jQuery ripples. Here jQuery ripples. Here if you search for jQuery ripples, you can find it here, jQuery water rippling effects. Here itself you can find it here, jQuery water rippling effects. Here water rippling effects you can create it for a program that it is possible by jQuery. Here jQuery water wave movements you can create it. See here how the application is displaying, you can check. This is one example here how the wave movements are coming here. How the wave movements are coming here, that you can find it with this jQuery. Because of jQuery only you can create plenty of effects like this. Okay, this is what about the jQuery. Because of jQuery you can create these all types of effects. Next, here jQuery effects we observed here. Next, Ajax. Ajax code also will write it inside the head section. Ajax as of now you can understand here it is a asynchronous. Here asynchronous JavaScript. Here JavaScript and XML. It is a combination of JavaScript and XML. Here if you submit your application form, it will redirect to server. So this is what here, client side. So without refreshing the page. So without refreshing the page, refreshing web page, client page, we can get server response. So actually if you want to see server response, you have to redirect and you can see. But here without redirection and within the same page, you will get that response. Just like chatting application. See, if you check any chatting applications here, here if you check any chatting applications here, that chatting applications generally will develop it by Ajax. See here, this is asynchronous. If I submit anything here, then I can see that here. See, without refreshing the page, I'm getting here that list of inputs. See, without refreshing, directly it is giving, without redirecting, without here it is directly giving all informations. Here current deposit, term deposits, whatever I click it, directly it is refreshing with the answer. But if you want to see any of your product or anything here, this time it is completely redirecting. See here, completely it is redirecting and displaying that output. This type of development we can do it by our jQuery. So because of jQuery only you can develop this type of output. Okay, this is what here possible by jQuery. So if once you refresh it, you will get all your results that it is possible by jQuery. Because of jQuery, you will get all the results. All the results you will get it here because of this input field. This is what here jQuery. Here is a jQuery. Because of Ajax, it is synchronous. This is synchronous call. Here the chatting application is the asynchronous call. That difference you can find it. Asynchronous here, without redirecting, without refreshing, you will get response. Synchronous means you will redirect and you will get that response. Then two more topics we have. Those are here, two more topics we have. Those are three more topics: responsive design and bootstrap. Responsive design time, you will understand how to write our application for mobile phone, tablet, desktop. In all different resolution, how can you show your output, that you will understand in responsive design. In bootstrap, bootstrap is a ready-made structure. Bootstrap is a HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework. Here HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework. It's a framework of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That framework you will learn here. HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework is Bootstrap. So under this Bootstrap, you will learn how to develop our application with this Bootstrap. Here, these all etc. comes under Bootstrap. Next one here, less and SAS. Lesson SAS, just it is a super set of CSS. Just I gave one line information about all the topics. Today we completed all our demonstrations. Tomorrow I'll start first program, how to develop it. Demonstrations are completed by today. I gave brief information, just one line information about all the topics. What is UI and what is the use of it, and all the topics brief information I explained in this class. Okay, so in the coming sessions I'm going to explain here. Up to now we covered all the topics whatever we have. So in the coming session I'll explain to you how to work out on this. How to write our first program, that is HTML4. Those all I'll explain to you one by one. And in my classes you will learn everything, practical examples, and I'll take project sessions on Saturdays, and I'll conduct exam. With that, how much syllabus you learned, you can analyze it. I'll conduct exam. I'll give you a question paper. You can write your answers. From your side, I'll upload answer sheet. You can check your answers. So by that, you will understand how my classes goes. Okay, how your syllabus preparation of syllabus is going on, that you can understand every 15 days. Every alternate Saturdays, one Saturday project, one Saturday exam. Once the topic is over, that topic, how to use it in the real time, that you will understand in the project session. Like that, I'll continue all my classes. Okay, all my classes I'll continue like that. So this is what about today's all topics. Okay, here today's session is on all these topics. Tomorrow I'll continue first topic. So up to now, if you have any doubt, you can ask please. Yes, any doubts? I unmuted you all. You can ask your questions. Any more
Hello.
doubt? Yes, yes, please.
Swetha, like, the overview and understand what you are going to do the next. This is the first class, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, because I started from the starting session, I missed actually. Yeah.
Okay. You can get recording from DURGASOFT organizer.
Okay. Sure. What about the materials?
Everything I'm uploading in one drive. Once I get your mail ID from organizer, I'll share this drive with you. 6 a.m. October drive I created. In that recording, programs, paint file, materials. Everything I'll upload here.
Okay, sure. We will collect from them. Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, when is the demo sessions, like when the demo sessions end?
Today only.
Today started, right?
Yesterday only did. Today I revised it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yesterday only I started introduction to all the topics. Today I revised from the beginning and I completed all topics introductions. Tomorrow I'll show you installation configuration of our Visual Studio Code, and first program HTML4 I'll start.
Okay, sure. How many days the session? How many days?
Duration of our course will be next 2 months. Total days, all topics, Saturdays, one Saturday project, one Saturday exam. So this way I'll continue your classes. This will be for next 2 months.
Every day 1 hour, right?
Every day 1 hour.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for info. And the fees part?
Fees and all, you contact the DURGASOFT organizer.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Krish. Any more doubts?
And I have one more question.
Yes.
Like you are going to conduct the exam, right? How the way you are going to conduct? Like
Just here, I'll create one weekend test folder. Weekend test
uh-huh.
folder. In that, I'll upload question paper.
Oh, okay.
I'll upload question paper. One day, next day, I'll upload answer sheet.
Okay. Like it is a programs or like, you know, question and
Multiple
answer
choice,
or interview questions or like what is the way?
multiple choice questions I'll upload. So with
Oh,
that, you
multiple
check
choice.
your skills. See,
Oh,
we
okay.
see test
Show
one,
me one. Yep, yep.
test HTML4 and HTML4 answers. So like this. So generally, I'll give you all multiple choice questions. Whatever I'm explaining in the class, the topic only I'll cover.
Okay. Multiple choice. Okay. Got you.
Yes, this.
For lab, are you guys like if you have any questions you're going to explain or like what? The
You
lab part.
can do from your side. Every program I'll explain in the class. Okay, you can do from your side. So once if you get execution, no problem. If you don't get any execution, you can send your program to my mail. I will be in contact with my mail ID. I'll share my mail ID once I get your registered student address.
Okay,
Student
sure.
mail IDs. Once I get it, I'll share
Sure.
my mail ID with you. Whenever you have doubt, you can mail to me. I'll respond.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you so
You
much.
will
Thanks
get
for
every
info.
time class link also from that mail ID. See, this way generally I'll contact new link and any doubts, anything. Generally, I'll respond to all the students in this way.
Okay, sure, sure, sure. Sure, Swetha. Thank you so much. Thanks for info.
Yeah, thank you all. We'll meet tomorrow for the first session. Demos are completed. Session 1, I'll start tomorrow. Thank you.